Common objects hide secret purposes not many people know about. The fifth pocket on your jeans. This small pocket was actually designed with a very specific item in mind, the pocket watch. The fifth pocket was designed to protect their expensive pocket watches by keeping it snugly and safely tucked into place. Metal rivets in denim jeans. Small metal rivets you have in your jeans have a purpose. They're not just there to make a fashion statement, they are strategically fastened in areas where jeans used to fall apart. While denim jeans are sold more for the way they make our butts look. The loops in the frame of a grocery cart. The loops on the frame of a shopping cart are for hanging fragile goods, like eggs and fresh bread, so other groceries don't crush them. The hole in a soda pop tab. A pop-can tab has a hole on the other end so you can twist it around and put a straw through it. The lines on a solo cup. The lines on a solo cup can be used as liquid measurements for different kinds of alcohol. The hole in pot and pan handles. The hole in your frying pan's handle can hold your stirring spoon and keep it from messing the counter or stovetop. The weird hole in pasta scoops. A pasta spoon has a hole in the middle to measure out one serving before you cook the spaghetti noodles. Paper condiment cups at fast food restaurants. Unfold the pleated paper cup you get for condiments at fast food places, you'll have enough room to dunk nuggets and a whole handful of fries. Same goes for the oyster pails you get for takeaway. Chinese takeout containers. Chinese food takeout boxes are folded in such a way that when you unfold them, they become perfect-sized cardboard dinner plates. The best part? Your food is already on the platter, so you can just dig right in. Basically, they're looking at you like you're crazy because the plates are built in. The hole at the top of a lollipop stick. The reason the plastic lollipop stick has a small hole at the top is so that when the manufacturer pours the hot melted candy into the mold, some of it seeps into the hole and hardens to keep the candy on the stick instead of falling off. This wasn't necessary with the round paper lollipop sticks because the melted candy gripped it better. Plastic lids for disposable cups. Lids on paper and plastic to-go cups work as coasters. The ring in the middle of the lid is exactly sized to fit the bottom of the cup. The lid's lips also catch dripping condensation from cold drinks. The hole in your pen cap. A pen cap has a small hole in the top in case of accidental swallowing. It keeps the airway unblocked. X on soda bottles. Have you ever wondered about the design of the beer bottle? Specifically, why is the neck so long and shaped the way it is? Well, as it turns out, the bottleneck shape is intentionally designed to encourage a person to hold their beer at the top of the bottle, where their body heat won't warm up the rest of their beer before they can finish it. The tools on a tape measuring machine. The metal tip of a tape measure has a slit that lets you anchor it to a nail or screw. You can also press the tip against the surface to make marks when your pencil's not within reach. The tiny pinhole on the bottom of a padlock. Have you ever noticed when you go to unlock a padlock that there is a very tiny hole next to it? This is because, in addition to being an opening to apply lubrication to the lock so it doesn't get stuck, it also doubles as a drainage hole in case of extended water exposure. The ridge pattern on the edge of some coins. Coins haven't always had ridges on the edges. Back when they were made of gold and silver, people would shave off pieces from the sides, and melt enough shavings to make a whole new coin. Tiny fabric squares that come with clothes. That small square piece of fabric that comes with clothes, often with a button sewed to it, isn't for patching holes. It's so you can test if the material fades, stains, or pills in the wash before you throw the whole garment in the machine and possibly ruin it. The half belt on your coats and jackets. They were originally developed for men in the military who had oversized jackets that doubled as blankets. The half belt is simply used to gather the extra material and hold it in place so soldiers could walk freely. Arrow on your gas pump indicator light. If you look at your gas gauge on the dash, you'll notice a little arrow on the gas pump. It shows which side of the car the tank is on. The side holes in Converse shoes. Side holes in the bottom of Converses are actually lace holes. Try looping your shoestrings through them, and you'll get a better fit with less rubbing on the heel. Notebook margins. Paper margins started out as a way to prevent important information from winding up in a rat belly. People kept their writing away from the edges because that's where rats chewed books and paper in storage. Beanie pom-poms. You might be surprised to know that the common beanie we see today was first created by the Vikings to keep their ears warm in the harsh winter climate of Norway. The pom-pom was sewn to the top of the cap to keep the seams from coming apart. In later years, people began using buttons instead of pom-poms to bind the seams, and it looked like a small bean at the top, hence the name we are now familiar with. Utility knife cap. A utility knife has a removable part on the end of the handle. Use it to snap off the dull piece of the blade to reveal a new sharp one. The metal plates on staplers. The metal plate on a stapler base is turnable. Rotate it, and the staples pins will be bent outward. This creates easily removable temporary staples. Letter arrangement on a keyboard. The F and J buttons on the keyboard have tiny bumps so you can quickly find your hometown keys without looking. They mark where your index finger's op should be. Detachable headrests. You can use your car's detachable headrest to break the window in case you get stuck in. The threaded bands on audio jacks. These bands are made of an insulating material used to protect the wires while the sound is being transmitted. The tiny hole in your airplane window. The small opening at the bottom of the airplane window actually serves two purposes. First, it allows airflow through to keep from too much pressure building in the plane and busting the window as it rises in altitude, and second, it is a clever way to keep the windows from fogging up with all the warm breath of the passengers. The small black dot between the lens and flash on an iPhone. The small dot in the back of an iPhone between the camera lens and flash is the third microphone. It's for noise cancellation during a conversation and sound enhancement when recording video. Silica gel packets. Okay, so we all know that the small silica gel packs are included with products to preserve freshness. Silica gel tends to suck moisture out of its immediate environment. The small packets are filled with these silica gel beads that can absorb humidity in an enclosed environment up to 50%, helping to keep anything that can spoil with too much moisture nice and dry. Rubber bumps in the grooves of your tire tread. You can use a penny to check the tread on your tires. Put the coin in between the tread lines with the head upside down. If you can see the top of the head, it's time to pony up for some new tires. Two-toned erasers. The blue and red parts of the eraser aren't for pen and pencil. The red side rubs the pencil particles out of the paper, while the blue side is stiffer and scrubs off a thin layer from the paper itself. That's why it's for tougher grades of paper, whether it's getting rid of pen or pencil. The wavy side of a bobby pin. Bobby pins are meant to be used with the zigzagged part closer to the scalp. It holds its place better than the straight slippy side. The stripes in toothpaste. Tri-colored toothpaste is a marketing trick to show you all those helpful ingredients. Red is for gums, white whitens teeth, and blue freshens breath. Solid colored toothpaste has all these components. They're just mixed up. Toothpaste is good for polishing silver, but use the all-white one that has fluorine. The triple handle on a jerry can. Jerry cans have 3 handles so you can carry it without sloshing the liquid around. You grab the middle one if you're alone, or you and a friend each grab a side one. The second hole on a gas can. And gas cans have an extra tiny hole to prevent glugging. That's a real word. Keep it open, and it gives the air somewhere to escape. The plastic liner in a soda bottle cap. The clear plastic liners you find in soda bottle caps provide a very special function. They keep the carbon dioxide from escaping. Without the seal, all the gas would escape and your drink would wind up tasting flat and syrup rather than a refreshing beverage. The square hole in the McFlurry spoon. A McFlurry has a square-shaped hole inside the spoon handle that tapers to the bottom. Before serving, the spoon attaches to a machine that mixes the dessert. The grooves on restaurant toothpicks. Third, when you go out for Chinese or Japanese food, pay close attention to their toothpicks. They tend to have two well-defined grooves at one end that is flat. These grooves aren't just to make the toothpick look fancy, they are designed to help you maintain good dining etiquette in a social setting. Vaseline can make scuffed shoes like new again. Vaseline is fantastic for removing scuffs from leather shoes and at the same time making them shine like new.